In the name of Allah, the most merciful and kindness. My name is Anas Ali God. I am from BBA 2K19. Today I am with different topics which is related with oral communication. Here the first topic is oral communication, and my second topic is organized speech, and my third topic is verbal communication, and my fourth topic is non-verbal communication. So here these are the different types of the topics, and now the first one is the oral communication. What is oral communication? It is the process of verbally speaking to people, and you just transmit your ideas to other people by speaking. It could be the ideas, it could be information, knowledge that you want to transmit it by speaking. This is called oral communication. A person who communicates verbally to people, it's called oral communication. A person can communicate orally to a group of people. It could be he can give a speech to audience. It could be oral communication. Oral communication includes the understandable things for audience. If we use non-verbal communication, then there will be confusion can be created in audience. For it, that the oral communication is most effective than the non-verbal communication. Here, the oral communication has a great process, which means that there are 7 elements of oral communication. Throughout that, we can complete oral communication. The first one thing is sender. Sender is the one who sends message, who speaks, who tells something to someone is called sender. Sender speaks, he transmits his idea, he speaks to other people, it's called sender. Second is encoding. Encoding, which means the sender uses some kind of the tricks like he uses gestures and posters and eye contacts to make the receiver to understand the topic. The third is message. Message is what you are going to tell other person. It could be your ideas, information in message that you want to transmit your ideas to other person. It will be the message for that person. And fourth is channel. Channel is that you have chosen your gestures, posters, and the oral communication that you are using different things that you want to communicate a person, that you choose these kind of things like the oral communication and verbal and non-verbal. It includes your eye contact, your gestures. It could be different things which are included in channel. The fifth is receiver. Receiver is the one whom you speak. Receiver listens and you speak. Sender who wants to send his message, then the listener will be the receiver, and sender is a speaking with the receivers. And the sixth is decoding. Decoding that is for receiver. Receiver understands message is called decode. A receiver try to understand the process is called decoding. The seventh is feedback. Feedback is most important for the sender, given by receiver to sender. Feedback is actually called response from the receiver. Receiver gives response to sender, we call it feedback, and it is important. Here the second topic is organized speech. How we can organize our speech? There are 3 main parts of a speech that we can use or we can make our speech most important. like introduction, body, conclusion. Now, what actually introduction is? Introduction includes different things. These are the main points that we speak, like the such sentences which introduce our topic. The second, body, which is important, that we tells our whole kind of the things of the subject and body. Third, conclusion, that we use such kind of the words which make other people interested in topic. It's called conclusion. And further detail that I am telling you here, that what actually the introduction is. Introduction, it is attention that you create among audience when you are speaking about the introduction of a topic. And goodwill, you use such kind of the words which make other person interested in topic. And the third is develop interest. Developing interest is a necessary for topic. If you have any kind of a topic that you have to develop the interesting thing for that subject or that topic, you have to search such kind of the sentences for topic that will create interest in audience. This is called the introduction of any speech that you want to give. Second is body. Body is called the main points of speech. Body includes different kind of things. It could be your causes, effects, and even use said solutions in body. Body includes the such kind of the sentences that you describe this whole topic in body. Body is called the main point of whole speech. The third is conclusion. Conclusion, that you use key ideas of speech in conclusion. The key ideas that you speak after you left your speech. And the second point of conclusion is leaves the audience with a highlighted interested topic in the topic. Like you have to speak such kind of the words which create interest in audience for topic. And after you have to leave that speech in a mid, which means that once you create the interest in audience about topic, then you have to leave your topic and to say the conclusion of that topic. Here the third topic is verbal communication. What is verbal communication? Verbal communication is a spoken communication which is easy mode of communication to understand. Verbal communication is said that it is most important thing to make other people understand about the topic. Verbal communication is only spoken words that we are speaking. It is called verbal communication. Verbal communication is the such kind of the communication which makes receiver to understand easily than the non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is used in speeches. It is used in different kind of the group discussions. It is used in debates. This is the verbal communication which is the important to communicate. Without verbal communication, that if you use non-verbal communication, that can make other people to misunderstand. For it, that you have to use verbal communication. Now, what are the benefits of verbal communication? The first benefits of a verbal communication is spoken communication can be a conclusion. You can speak or you can tell other person conclusion with the help of verbal communication. But you cannot use non-verbal communication and make other people to understand about the conclusion. And a meeting can be held with the verbal communication. If you held any kind of meeting with a non-verbal communication, which will get a lot of the time and will waste your time. For it, that you have to develop the verbal communication. the speech. Speech is called important for the students and teachers. For it that the verbal communication is necessary to make speech in audience. The second is you can ask feedback in a spoken communication. You can ask from the people that give me the feedback from your what I have told you. This will be called the verbal communication, which helps you to communicate in easy way. And now the fourth topic is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication, what actually the non-verbal communication is? Non-verbal communication is that what we are mentioning, what we are using our heads, eye contacts, gestures, postures to make other people to understand. In non-verbal communication, we just use our eye contacts and gestures, postures. We use our whole body, but we don't speak in non-verbal communication, which means this is the negative to verbal communication. In non-verbal communication, we don't speak a single word. This is called non-verbal communication. In non-verbal communication, we use facial expressions, we use gestures, we use eye contact. Even the appearance can create your non-verbal communication. The first thing is in a non-verbal communication is facial expression. Facial expression, which means the face of a person, which make other people to make or to understand the things. You use your face, the such kind of the expressions of a faces that make other person understand about the thing. Like smiling is the best thing that you are agree with the person. If you want to show you are disagree, then you see that person in a rude way. This is called facial expression. And the second is gestures. Gestures are what? That your arms and elbow that you use while speaking, or only just use your gestures to make other person to understand. It could be the mentioning points for something that we call gestures. And third is eye contact. Eye contact could be that it can include you use your eye contact also in audience when you are speaking. Non-verbal communication also can be used when you are using your verbal communication for making your speech effective. Eye contacts are used by you when you are communicating with other person. This is called eye contact, that can make a person that you want to mention any kind of a thing, that you can use your eye to make other person to understand about the thing. And the fourth is appearance. Appearance can also make other person understand about any kind of a thing. For suppose if you wear full suit, and for this that a person can understand that he will say you that you are going to give interview. If you wear full suit, then these words will be said by people to you. This is appearance, which creates this kind of the sense for person. And appearance can also show can tell person, like if a person who's poor and he is wearing such kind of the clothes which poor people they wear, then other people will understand that he is poor. So this is the appearance that is telling us different kind of the things, and people they definitely understand the things that what actually the appearance is telling about person, and they understand it and they sense it that she is actually belongs to this. That's why that appearance is also the effective of non-verbal communication factor. So these are the non-verbal communication factors that we are using in our speaking as well. Whenever we are contacting or whenever we are using our verbal communication, that we use also this facial expression, gestures, eye contact, appearance. This is also called that you can mergely use these kind of the things like the facial expression, gestures that we are using when we are giving speeches, when we are making or speaking in a group discussions or in a different places that we are speaking. This is all about the non-verbal communication and verbal communications that we are using mergely, and after we are making our speech effective. For it, that we have to use all kind of the things like the oral communication, verbal communication, and non-verbal communication. These are important for making other people understand about the things, topics, and in last that thank you for listening this whole video.